Dr. Geil Browning and I co-founded ICAN over our backyard fence. We realized that all business people needed training, not just those in large companies.
What was unique about this vision was that women would be allowed to participate. It was a fairly radical idea given the times. Across the country, there were a lot of institutions being formed to promote women. I was wondering if it was going to pass right over Omaha.
Fran and Geil recruited a group of powerful women in business and the community to form the initial ICAN board. Each woman contributed $100 of her own money, which was later supplemented by corporate support.
In 1981, they organized what would become ICAN's first ever conference.
Amidst challenging economic times, Geil, Fran, and the board created unique community forums and educational opportunities for women and men.
Now, 30 years later, more than 16,000 men and women from more than 200 organizations across the country have been touched by ICAN programs.
Let's meet the extraordinary pioneers whose legacy we celebrate today.
Geil Browning began her career as an educator, which sparked her vision to teach women and men in business. Geil's lifelong interest in learning was a catalyst for the development of the early programs of ICAN. It was her passion to make a difference that inspired others to join her.
Fran Root shared the same vision to create educational experiences for professionals. Fran's energy, determination, and community connections secured the corporate support required to launch the endeavor.
Robin Abrams was an influential attorney at U.S. National Bank. She was instrumental in ensuring ICAN was incorporated as a not-for-profit 501c3 in October of 1981.
Jean Howard was a CPA at Dutton & Associates, one of only 3 female certified public accountants in Omaha. It was Jean's sound financial management that set a solid foundation for ICAN.
Marion Ivers worked for the Omaha Chamber of Commerce and helped spread the news about ICAN in Omaha. Marion insisted on offering programs for both women and men, which proved to be critical for ICAN's long-term success.
Mary Jochim was a dynamic local stockbroker who believed in helping women secure personal wealth. Many ideas were shared around the dining room table about what to call this new organization. It was Mary who came up with the Institute for Career Advancement Needs. It thrilled everyone that the acronym was ICAN.
Betty Nolan was a vice president at Commercial Federal Bank at a time when banks rarely loaned money to women. Betty believed that what ICAN offered would shift the status quo.
Kay Peterson worked at Union Pacific as the Affirmative Action Officer and readily stepped in to assist Geil and Fran. Kay understood the need for local leadership development in the corporate world, and thanks to her, Union Pacific and other companies enrolled their employees in the first ICAN program.
Barbara Briggs Popejoy brought to the table an expertise that many needed: coaching in professional etiquette and dressing for career success. Barbara was a consistent presenter over the years at ICAN conferences.
Eleanor Rashiussen was on the board of Guaranteed Mutual, a leader in her field and in the community. She brought credibility and enthusiasm to the work being undertaken by ICAN.
Jan Stoney was the top female executive at Northwestern Bell. She was a pathfinder for other women and clearly understood why and how ICAN could make a difference. Jan stood behind Geil and Fran's efforts at a time when it was risky to do so.
The first conference drew more than 300 women, and ICAN was on its way.
The vision, passion, and courage of these extraordinary women represent the heart and soul of ICAN. Their legacy rests in Margaret Mead's quote, Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has.